My name is Elio, guys, and welcome back to the channel, just in case you don't know me. And in today's video we have Siegfried, which I've not done a review on him at all either, apparently. I don't know what's happening in my life, but this was requested by Seven, who I am assuming is one of the ladies. So in this video I have to give a shout out to the ladies, boys, so I'm sorry, but ladies, let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright, so we're going to start off here with Fire Siegfried. He is an attacker type, and he's coming in with 25k HP, just about 4k attack, a whopping 4k attack, and then 2.6k defense. His attack is absolutely insane. Defense is actually pretty solid. HP is a big oof. A big oof right there, but his attack is absolutely insane. Great mon, especially great for newbies. And let's go over here and take a look at his kit real quick. He's coming in with morale boost, which gives him a 100% chance to restore 30% of his own SP when attacking, and then he has elemental edge. Now this is what I refer to as a wave clearer. He has the kit of a wave clearer where the 3-star skill either is morale boost or battle rush, so they can get to their 5-star skill quickly, and of course their 5-star skill is an AoE that either has like elemental edge, predator, or hunter, or something of that nature. Something that hits hard and preferably either affects all units, like elemental edge affects everyone regardless of what your weakness is, even though I don't think wood gets any benefit from it, or you're dark type and you have hunter, which can just blast through. It doesn't matter if you're weak to it or not. If you have hunter and like dark Tina crits, doesn't matter, bro. Does not matter. You're going to get all kinds of damage. But he is a certified wave clearer, and he's been a big cornerstone of MSL since the time before Fire Draka. Like, this was a Fire Draka before Fire Draka came out with Puncture. Let's go over here to his skills real quick, which he gets a 25% boost in damage from his morale boost, which isn't a big deal. And then elemental edge gets a nice 30%, which is pretty standard here. But overall, definitely not a bad mon. A great wave clearer. So to all of you new players out there who don't have like a Fire Draka or any mons that are good wave clearers, like Dark Tina, Dark Sarah, Dark Mona, etc., then Fire Siegfried is honestly a great mon to have. Even at Evo 2, he's very usable. Like, you can get him on a Siphon set, or you could just do triple attack. Even if he's not on a Siphon set for right now, triple attack will work until you can get him on a Siphon set, and of course you want to eventually Evo 3 him. I still use him to this day, not as much because of obviously other substitutes, and they're better substitutes, but he's still honestly a usable mon, looks great, and everyone can get him as long as you're participating in your clan. So shout out to Fire Siegfried for holding it down, boys. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one though. Alright, next up is Water Siegfried, who is an attacker type, and I need to one day Evo 3 after I'm done spending all my freaking light gleams on silver. But anyways, he's coming in with 28k HP, 3.2k attack, and then 2.6k defense. Attacker, his HP is good, attack is average, defense is just the same as Fire Siegfried's. Not amazing, but you know, it is what it is, boys. Not everything can be great. But he comes in with exposed weakness, 80% chance to expose the enemy's weakness for 2 turns, and then courageous strike. Quick synopsis here. If you don't know what exposed weakness is, basically it guarantees like the next hit that you hit on a mon that has the exposed weakness debuff on them is going to do a crap lot of damage. Like, it is going to do some nasty damage to that mon if it's up there. So it's very helpful, especially in places like Colossus or even Titans, so you can get some more damage out of mons. It's not like defense down or anything, it's totally something different, but it's pretty great. But we can see here with his kit, I mean, if you need to use a Water Sea Striker, obviously you can use that in Colossus as well, if you have nothing else other than a Water Siegfried. I mean, it does happen, but it would be Colossus or pretty much Titans. I don't foresee him being used anywhere else. Like, exposed weakness is good, but it's not that good just to carry him around in PvE or anything like that. So he's definitely a Titan / Colossus mon, and with his skill books he gets a 15% increase to his exposed weakness, and then it lasts for 2 turns, I believe, and not 1. It lasts for 3 turns, which again is useless because exposed weakness, the point of exposed weakness is for it to go up, and once a mon hits the enemy that has exposed weakness on it, it goes away. So it doesn't matter if it lasts 3 turns. I'm going to hit you probably that next turn, if not that same turn. So it doesn't matter at all. And then he gets a whopping 20% increase to his Courageous Strike. I don't know why they gypped him out. I mean, Wood Merlin gets 30%, I do believe. And he just gets 20. So would I use books on him? No. But I would get him to Evo 3 and slap him on a Fire Titans team in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. That's actually where I use mine at. But let's go ahead and move on. Alright, next up is Wood Siegfried, who's a tank type, coming in with 39, I'll just say 40k HP, 2.6k attack, and then 2.2k defense. Tank type, plenty of HP on him. Defense is extremely low, even though I know he's a tank, and then attack is actually higher than what I would expect it for a tank type. Very, very weird build on him. And he comes in with defense down, 80% chance for 3 turns, and then a stun, 80% chance for 1 turn. Now, before Draco was a thing, he was fairly popular, and I do see him pop up every now and again. And if built right, he can still be fairly tanky, so I wouldn't underestimate him. But obviously, with the whole meta shift, it doesn't really matter what you are anymore, because we're just going to shred your defense down and spam try-hard units like Light Yuki and Dark Yuki that does sap or stun and shock, and that's pretty much it. But I do see him around occasionally, and when he is built well, you can definitely tell he's built well. But in terms of uses, he obviously has more of a debuffer slash CC'er, which is crowd control type of build on him, so he's not really there for damage. He's just really there to be annoying, especially being a tank type, and that's pretty much him. I'm not going to say that he's bad, it's just that he's not popular because, once again, Fire Siegfried is like king, and also like Light Siegfried is king, and he's just probably the worst one out of the bunch. Not that his skills are bad, but once again, if you have better options, why not take the better options? And we can see that his defense down gets a 25% increase in damage, and then his stun gets a 15% increase in damage, and it goes up by 10%. So he's not even at 100% for one turn. Like, I was hoping they would at least throw him a bone and give him like a 2-turn stun, but 433 was like, nah, player, nah. Would I spend any skill bucks on him? Alright, so here are the new additions to the family, which is Light and Dark, which have been added, I want to say, roughly a year and a half-ish ago, because we used to not have them, but they used to be in an Astro Guide, but 433 finally added them with the addition of Colossus. But Light Siegfried is a balance type, coming in with 31k HP, 3k attack, and then nearly 2.7k defense. Stats are fine. Obviously, I wish they were higher, but what can I do? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. But he comes in with Courageous Strike on both his 3-star skill and 5-star skill. Very, very cornerstone mon, especially for Titans teams, if you're interested in Titans, just because you can use him anywhere. I know he's not a dark type, but you can use him anywhere. You can build him easily with crit, and he is technically farmable. Obviously, it takes a while from Colossus, but he is technically farmable, which is great to have. And the more the merrier, dude, because one Light Siegfried is just not enough, man. You need at least about 28 of them. 28 of them. He's definitely a mon I do recommend, though, if you're interested in Titans. So go ahead and grind Colossus out, and we can see that both his 3-star skill and 5-star skill only gets 20% boost in damage. Fair, once again, he's getting like the Water Siegfried treatment, but if he's all that you use, I could understand dropping books on him for that case, because at least you can use him essentially in every Titans, while Water Siegfried is pretty much bound to the Fire one. But once again, this is just one man's opinion. And then last but not least, a mon I also need to get to Evo 3 one day, just for the Astro Guide, if anything else, is Dark Siegfried, who's a defender type, coming in with 31k HP, 2.2k attack, and then 3.8k defense. Now that attack is actually F-word, dude. That attack is, it's a tad bit low, and he's a dark type as well. But no worries, boys. I apologize. No worries, ladies. He is a defender type, so he has both not HP aggression. He's a defender type, so he has aggression for defense for both his 3-star skill and 5-star skill, which synergizes well with his already high defense, and his HP pool is actually decent. So attack doesn't really matter because he's not going to use that stat at all. And before the recent update of having Seastar get her super evolution, he actually is like the Nat 5 version of Seastar. Now, let me see if I can pull up Seastar's stats real quick. Let's just say 31k HP and then 3.8k attack. Alright, since Dark Seastar is coming in with 31k HP and 3.2k defense, it's very, very similar to Dark Siegfried, who's still at 31k HP, not counting Super Evolution because he doesn't have one, and it's 3.8k attack. Now, I'm pretty sure her defense doesn't break over 3.8k, but it should be coming up very close to 3.8k, and Seastar is easily bookable, while Dark Siegfried, of course, is not. Am I saying that Dark Seastar is better than him? In theory, yes, just because she's more easily accessible. She comes around for rebirths. You can super evolve her. You can skill book her up a lot easier than you can with Dark Siegfried. But I've seen a couple Dark Sigs around. Many of them probably aren't that good because I haven't had an issue with them. But occasionally I see ones that are actually worth the while. But yeah, he's essentially the Nat 5 version of Dark Seastar. I wouldn't say that he's null and void, but he definitely needs a buff to at least make him more appealing in my opinion. And let's take a look at his skill books. He gets a 25% increase for both of his 3 and 5 star aggression skills, which isn't a bad amount at all. 25% is pretty dope. But once again, he's pretty much there as light fodder because you need the dark one in order to make the light one. And to those that build him, obviously like him or just use him as like a defense mon and not really that much damage. But he's not a bad mon. He's just outclassed and basically, yeah, outclassed by something cheaper and easier to attain, easier to book up, easier to Evo 3, easier everything pretty much. For a, you know, couple hundred defense loss. I mean, come on here. Come on. But yeah, that's pretty much ended this review, my ladies. Sorry, boys. I'll get you guys in the next video. But yeah, this is the end of the review for Siegfried, ladies. I do apologize. I didn't have this video up. There's just some mons that skip over because, as you guys know, I have a mon review list, and that list is like over 100 videos. So I'm bound to miss something, but finally catching up to those. But until next time, ladies, I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.